Hello and welcome to barexamdoctor.com. We're now going to take a look at what it's like to take an exam on the Bar Exam Doctor website. Remember, Bar Exam Doctor is only focused on the performance section of the California Bar Exam. So, first off, you're going to go and log in, and then you're going to click on Take an Exam Now, like this. After doing so, you're now going to choose if you'd like a letter, a memo, or a motion. If you've already taken a letter, a memo, or a motion, you'll see a star next to that. You can always go ahead and take a test again for that same question, or you can take a different one. So here we go. We're going to do a memo. Alright, so now we get the intro screen. You might want to briefly read some of the quick instructions, such as how much time you have, and be careful not to close or click back or do anything like that on your browser in order to keep the test from running efficiently. So, next we're going to click Start Test. And here we go. We have two screens loaded, and the buttons will load at the top. If you'll notice at the top, you've got a Help button. Feel free to click on that if you need any help. It goes back and tells you step by step of what all the buttons do. You'll see at the top also, there's a View File Library, a Type Your Answer button, and a Submit Answer button. You'll also notice that there's a time remaining at the top right. That time remaining is going to go and subtract as the time goes less and less. It started with 3 hours and 20 minutes, and we give you 20 minutes to print these pages out if you want to use a hard copy. So, let's look at the windows. So we've got a file and a library. You can see here there are two buttons. One is a half screen, so you can see the file and the library at the same time, and another button is the full screen. Each file and library screen have the same buttons. You'll see that here and over here. Now, let's see what it looks like when you press the button. Now, when you click the half screen, it does look just like we did when we opened up the screen. You can also click full screen like that, and you'll see, you can now see the full file, almost the entire full screen, and scroll up and down. You'll see page dividers between each page or each section so you can keep things in control. Now, let's go back to a half screen. Now, let's look the same for the library. You can do half screen, which is what we are at now, or you can do a full screen by clicking on the big square button. And if you want to go back, you just click back on the half screen. You'll notice the time is still counting down, and you can see you can still scroll down anytime you want. In addition, one of the cool functions we have here is we can print the file or the library at any time by clicking on the little picture of the printer. When you click on that, you'll notice that the full print screen opens right up and you can print instantly. We're not going to print, but that's how you do it. Same thing for the library. You'll see when I go and I click on the printer, I can print the entire library. Now, moving forward, if you'll see at the top, we've now looked at the View File Library button. Now let's take a look at the Type Your Answer button. Now, as you can see here, when we go to type your answer, we can type our exam. Here is my exam. We can make the words bigger if you'd like by clicking on the font size to 12 point, for example. You can make them bold by clicking on that, or you could click it in italics. You can underline it, or you can just type in a standard text. You'll notice you can also center the text, move it to the left or on the right. In addition, you can also make the text a different color if necessary. You can use this entire screen to type your answer, as you can see like I'm doing right now. Don't worry about the text running off the screen. It will continually run to the next page downward as you continue to type. Now, what's left? Well, what's left is you need to type your answer. In addition, if you get done early, you can always click Submit Answer at the top, right there. If you don't, which we don't recommend, you should use all 3 hours and 20 minutes. You should use 20 minutes to print your answer, your question in your file, and if you get done a little early in terms of printing, Just wait and relax for 10 minutes and wait till the timer gets to 3 hours, and then you should start your exam. And so let's see what happens when we click Submit Answer Early. You'll see here your exam has now been submitted to a grader. Within 72 hours, your exam will be returned with feedback, comments, and a score. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So what are you waiting for? Let's get you writing.